Isaac, what were you most pleased with that tonight?
Probably defence, I think, and just we've been having trouble at the start of games. We were better last week, but we definitely stepped that up tonight. Where it was pretty accurate for both teams early on, and pretty willing, and I thought we actually came through the other side of that. Not just because we scored first, but we sort of did an onslaught at the start of the game. So I think that did a lot for the boys' confidence. And but really, I thought we just played as a team. Really, that's probably the best thing.
And you said maybe we did that this year. It was faultless inspiration.
But yeah, it's not about faultless, but it was. We're definitely we look like starting to look like a football team again. So combinations are starting to improve. And as I said, I think the confidence is definitely starting to come back. Some of our young players are playing well, but some of the more experienced guys are definitely playing better as well. So that helps.
But you must look like before. What do you reckon you look like before the last couple of weeks?
What did we look like?
Yeah.
I mentioned a few weeks ago we were disjointed, and that's just how we were playing. We were nothing looked. Our play wasn't flowing very well, and we weren't losing by big margins or anything like that. But we just wasn't quite clicking. So and part of that's from we've had some injuries, but it's more just the injuries to certain players and key positions, and that's really, I think, it's held us back, getting in any kind of flow. So it's well, and see how it's their third game together in a row now. So and they're the guys that steer the ship around and call the shots. That sort of stuff helps.
How big was it to turn on the forwards like that on a Friday night televised game at home?
Yeah, well, we did mention during the week the last two home games have been really disappointing. A while back now against Parramatta and then the Storm in particular. So, we home's home, and we've got some very loyal fans, but they need to see some decent performances to get excited out here. So hopefully they're a bit more excited.
Peter, a few of them. Sorry.
No, you're right.
I was going to say, a few of your teammates must be sort of growing up before your eyes as footballers. You must see a very steep improvement on them from 1 week to the next.
Well, especially from the start of the year, I think a couple of guys that did it, Point Allen and Bryce have, this last few weeks have really stood up. Point Allen's best game he's had a fullback, so he's getting better and better every week, and Kay's been going good for a while now. So they're going really good. Like I've said, I thought the older blokes stood up in tonight as well. So.
The younger blokes sort of feed off each other a bit confidence-wise, because they're at similar stages of their development, I guess. There's a core of them. Either of you?
Probably played a bit more footy together than the rest of us, so.
All right.
Obviously, they know each other probably a bit better than we know them, so it's good that they all come through together and they're out playing really well.
Yeah, we've debuted a lot of guys in the last 2 years, the last 18 months, so, and they're not just players, not just making their debut to play in a handful of games. They're going to be keepers around here for a long time, so they are at very similar stages. Dallin, Bryce, Isaiah Yeo, Greg Campbell-Gillard, Wanga Blake, they're all at similar stages. So, but what we've got the last couple of weeks is the senior guys are really playing well, and it's really hard on those young guys unless the senior guys play well, and a few of them have had a lot of injuries, and starting to now get some consistency and a bit of rhythm. And hopefully we can continue that because we've got some really big games coming up.
Because it's an old cliche that, like, when you've got a young team, the consistency is the number one sort of hurdle. You just kind of wait and see when it comes, it comes. When it comes, it comes. Or can you sort of help it along a little bit and then try to... Are we on the verge of seeing some consistency out of them, do you think? Or
I think they've been pretty consistent, our young guys, this year. Most of them. They've probably had to shoulder more of a burden than we've initially hoped. But they're learning on the run, and they're good players. So the challenges don't go away. So I guess now the challenge is going to be everyone's going to start wrapping them up again. So that's going to be another one they're going to have to deal with that as well.
So it's been more a case of keeping the senior guys on the field rather than getting consistency out of the younger.
Oh, there's been a bit of that, yeah, for sure. As I said, the key positions. I mean, the spine, for example, just we've used so many different players in those positions. But the last 2 weeks it's been exactly the same. So let's hope we can get that again next week.
How big is that in regards to gaining sort of momentum back in the season? I think you still got Wallace and Chico coming back pretty soon. I mean, that's a pretty good sign.
Yeah, we don't really have anyone too soon. So, yeah, look, next week's another massive game against the Roosters, a huge test, and without getting too far ahead of ourselves, that's our next focus. But are we feeling better about ourselves? Yeah, we are. So.
Well, let's go back to New South Wales Cup earlier in the year, and have been really surprised and impressed with the way he handled himself for that period.
Yeah, I think he had one game back then, so he's been really good. It's had 3 starts now in the last 3 weeks. Played 80 minutes tonight, so not surprised at how well he's playing. And I've said it before, he's coming off a very big injury last year, so he's one of many who didn't have a proper pre-season, so what he's doing at the moment is testament to himself, because he's actually really improved as a professional and looking after himself. I thought he had a really good game tonight, very strong.
Can it be hard though mentally for a kid with all of those wraps on him since he was young to do that, to come back even for a week?
Very, yeah. Because, I mean, he's not the only one, but everywhere, it seemed to be last year, everywhere we went, there was, everyone wanted a piece of them and telling them how good they were. And, but they hadn't really, gone through the grind of playing first grade. They still haven't. They're still getting there. They've only played, a bunch of them only played a handful of games, so there's going to be plenty of ups and downs along the way.
Josh Mansell with the knee, is that a reoccurrence there, and how long do you think he'd be out for?
Yeah, he did it in the last run last week, the 80th minute. Josh has kind of defined the odds a bit because he's probably back a little early, but he was showing all the signs. He even wanted to play the week before that, so but we held him back for a week, and then he played really well last week. At the last minute, re-injured it, but he's not too bad. But I guess we were just at that stage too, where we're running out of weeks, so he did a great job for us last week, and hopefully he'll only be out for a couple of weeks, and we can get him back out.